So you do the startup thing. What's the most common mistake that you see when people come in these frequent meetings that you do with reviewing pitch decks and things like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. The most common mistake, I'm going to probably tell you more than one, and neither
Great.
will be the most common, but off the top of the head, one category I see is startups. They have some passion for an idea for a tool they want to build, and they're so focused on the technology around the tool that they don't get what it takes to be venture funded. And the difference between a venture funded thing and, say, an app you would build and put on an app store. It's the way that you need to approach these challenges is really different. And not everything should be venture funded, obviously. Most things shouldn't be. But when you're going for venture funding, you need to have an idea that is about scale, and you need to have a really grand vision around it. And I often see people coming looking for venture funding, and what they have is a tool and not something that can ultimately build into a platform. So I tend to ask people, imagine that it's 8 or 10 years from now, and you're about to IPO, and you're the CTO or CEO founder, and you're about to do your roadshow. What in this imaginary scenario do you tell the people on the roadshow as potential investors about your IPO? And they're starting out with, I don't know, I'm going to make one up so that I don't actually talk about a real startup, but let's say they're building a tool for error detection in JavaScript and web pages, and it's just great. And literally, like, I look at it and I say, this is great, I love this. But when you step back and you ask yourself that question, like, what is the big picture value this brings to the world? It's hard to see going from, this is a much better tool than the one that we all currently use, to, this is a company that is worth billions of dollars. And, and if they
Right.
can't figure out a path, like a make-believe version of that vision, it's probably not a venture fundable company.